Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about how you get money for your independent film. Now, go back to one of the videos I did before about asking for money in general. Remember, there are 5 steps. 5 steps apply here as well. We're going to get more specific. This is going to be asking for money for an independent film in 2 ways. Let's say first, you already have half of it through some financing and you want to close out the amount of money that you need for this film. And then the second part we're going to deal with, what about from the ground zero? You have no money, great idea, and you need funding for all of it. So let's start with the first scenario. You have some money. Let's say you found a great investor and they invested in you, but you still need some money maybe for an extra scene location, editing, an extra actor. There's some extra that has to happen. So one of the rules I have is when you begin funding for an independent film, make sure you go to the top people who know, like, and trust you and make those asks. Many people start with crowdfunding, which I believe is a mistake. Because if you start with crowdfunding and then you go to other people, they're going to be like, oh, you're doing fine in crowdfunding. When it's all exhausted, come see me. So that's why I like in the beginning to go to people that you know, like, and trust and ask them for a certain amount, and then you can do crowdfunding in the back. So let's talk about what that ask looks like to the people that know, like, and trust you, okay? Couple of rules here. Number 1, and I've seen this happen, you have to own the numbers. What will this entire film cost? So many people approach me, and it's happened numerous times. Laura, I want to start this great film, and they go into it. Got this great idea, it's never been done before, these actors are all on board, I've got the location, and now it's coming down to the numbers. So what do you think this film is going to cost? And be very generous, err on the other side of what it's going to cost, because these extras come creeping in. So you've got to own the numbers, what's the budget? Second is, why are you asking me? When you ask for money, especially with independent projects, very personalized. Why me? Say, Laura, we know you have such a passion and such a history of supporting and backing independent films. You are my top choice, or you're amongst the top choice, wherever I fall in, to be the person that we want as our significant investor. Can we have the conversation of perhaps you kicking off at 100,000, I guarantee you if you do, we'll be able to find other investors. How does that sound? So there you go. It's 2 sentences and a question. But make sure you answer a lot of it in the back here. You've got to own the numbers. You've got to know why you're asking this person, and particularly if they've been an investor before, why you want them as your investor partner. Speak up about that. And then the specific amount, and keep it a conversation. Okay? So that's the first part. In dealing with all of independent films. But my biggest rule for you is please don't start with crowdfunding. Okay, now you have it both ways. How you start the film and how you end the film. So let's talk about how you're going to end it. Okay, let's say, like I said before, suddenly we need more editing. We need another location. We need another actor. Okay, you may be able to go to your initial investors and say, look, something unforeseen happened. But I hope that you're excited about the project as we are. We're X amount ahead of schedule. We just need an extra $25,000 to close it out. Can you do it? And I like that term, close it out. Lots of people like to be the closer. It's exciting. You're going to end it. It's a grand finale. There you go. So I hope I've given you some tips when you want to do your independent film and ask for money. 2 sentences and a question. So just ask Laura and ask your way to your best life. So follow me here on this channel and also on social media, expertontheask.com.